Hello, in this video I'm gonna teach you how to make a bank statement using the spreadsheet. Okay, a spreadsheet or a calculus sheet is a very powerful tool that helps us doing calculations quite fast. The most well-known is Excel, but you can use others. I'm gonna do it with Excel, but you can use as well free software like Open Document or any other. Okay, I'm gonna do it with Excel, which is the most common by Microsoft, but you can do it with any other spreadsheet, and the way of doing is practically the same. So first, you go here, click right on your mouse, go to New, and then choose Hoja de Cálculo de Microsoft Excel. So, Spreadsheet by Microsoft. The name is going to be Bank Statement. And now, double click, and you open the spreadsheet. When you open the spreadsheet, this is what you have. You can zoom in to make the squares bigger here. And for a bank statement, remember I'm gonna do it here in this part so you can see properly. For a bank statement, we have several fields. One is the date. This is description of movement. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. Date, I'm gonna capitalize this. Date, description. It can be also movement. And here amount. We have done this in class, so you must know how that goes. It must sound familiar at least. And this is the balance. Okay, we are gonna make here some lines. Okay, so here for the date, and let's make some borders for the description. For the amount, this is not necessary, so if you don't want to do it, it's okay, but just to make it appear more, to make it appear nicer. Okay, here, and then I'm gonna color this a little bit, the field headings. The date, we are going to start with January the 1st, for instance. So 01, and the year will be 221. Okay, that's going to be the first day, the first date. So here we have the opening balance or starting balance. Okay, I'm gonna double click here to adjust the cell with the content of the cell. The opening balance is going to be let's say 700 euros. 700, and we are gonna use the here in a calculus sheet, in a spreadsheet, we have a format for money. We go with euros here. We are going to use the Spanish way. Okay, 700 euros. When you choose this format, you come up with 2 zeros here, which is the cents. Okay, so this is 700 point, in English we say point, not comma, 00 euros. Okay, now let's see. January the 5th, it happens that we have an invoice. Invoice is something you have to pay. Okay, we have an invoice. Let's say whatever, anything you have you bought and you have to pay. So let's say we have to pay 200 euros. 200 euros, and we have to pay, that is gonna be negative. So we are gonna write 200 negative, okay, and we are gonna give it the format to all these cells. We are gonna give them the format euros. So whenever I come up with a number there, it will appear euros automatically, okay, like this. Okay, so next day is gonna be the 10th, January the 10th, January the 10th, 2021. This is gonna be the electricity bill. Electricity is another invoice. Electricity, let's say, is 150. Maybe that's a lot, but well, it's okay. And let's put decimals. So 45 cents. So 150 euros and 45 cents. When I click enter, the symbol euros appears automatically. Well, the electricity bill is negative because it's something we have to pay. So it's gonna be negative 150. Okay. Now the next day is the 20th. The 20th of 1, 2021 or 2021, and here we have a bonus. A bonus means that in our job they pay us an extra amount for some extra work we have done. So let's say we have a bonus here of 120 euros. As it is a bonus, it's something they pay us that is positive. Okay, positive. Pay attention because I'm not calculating the balances here. Okay, I'm not calculating the balances. That will be the last thing. Okay, so let's go on. Now imagine this is gonna be the 22nd, for instance, the 22nd January 2021, and here, and we have to pay the credit card, our credit card expenses, credit card. Okay, let's say we have to pay for our credit card expenses. We have to pay, so that's gonna be negative 450. Okay, click enter and you get the euros symbol because we have formatted this for the euros to appear here. Okay. Okay, next, imagine that on the 25th January 2021 we have another bonus, here. Let's see, maybe, I don't know, they pay us 100 euros. That's an extra money we get from our job. As it is positive because it's something they pay us, it is positive, so it's gonna be added. I'm not calculating the balances because I want the spreadsheet to do that for me. Okay. Next, I'm gonna have the mortgage. I'm gonna have to pay a mortgage. Mortgage is the money you pay for your house. For instance, look, mortgage. when you buy a house and you don't have money to pay the whole thing, you ask the bank for a loan, and that loan you have to pay back to the bank every month. So the money you pay every month for your house is what we call mortgage. Okay, mortgage. So mortgage on the 26/01/2021 we pay the mortgage. Let's say we pay 560 euros for our house that month. Okay, and finally let's say the 27th January 2021, we get money from an ATM machine. ATM withdrawal. An ATM, when you get money from a machine, means well, an ATM machine is I'm sure you know what that is. You have seen that around town. This is an ATM machine. Okay, and a withdrawal is when you get money out of the ATM machine. Okay, so let's say that we get 70 euros. Okay, and finally on the 30th January the 30th we get our paycheck 2021, and we get our paycheck. Paycheck is the money they pay us for our job. Okay, a paycheck is the money they pay us for our job. Paycheck. Okay, so let's say we get 2,300 euros for our job. Okay, that's the money they pay us for our job. Okay, now we have to calculate the balances here. What happens if I have 700 euros and I have to pay 200? How much do I have? Okay, I'm gonna do that with the spreadsheet. Okay, it's not a matter of doing the calculations of my own, because it wouldn't make sense. If I have a spreadsheet, I'm gonna take advantage of it. To get the spreadsheet to do the calculations for me, I have to insert a formula. To insert a formula, I have to start by clicking the equal sign, by entering the equal sign. Okay, so I click equal, the equal sign, and now I'm gonna tell the spreadsheet to do the calculation I want. I want to do this, so I'm gonna click on top of this cell. It says 700, but here when I click, what appears is G5. G5 are the coordinates of that cell, 5 and G, letter G and number 5. So I want this cell plus this cell, and I say plus because I want to add these cells. I want the sum. Later the spreadsheet is gonna see that there is a minus here, and it actually is going to minus, but I have to insert the symbol plus because what I want is to add these cells. Okay, so this G5 plus this, and to mean this cell, what I have to do is to click on the cell. This F6 is what appears here. The letter F is the coordinate of this cell, and the other coordinate is number 6. So this cell where it says negative 200, I click on it and what appears is F6. Now I'm gonna click enter. Click enter and I have the result, of course, 500, but I didn't do the result. The spreadsheet did it for me, and I want you to insert the formulas. I don't want you to do the results, to do the calculations by hand or by using a calculator. Do it with the spreadsheet. So you have to insert the formulas. Okay, 500. Remember that we insert, here is the formula. Here on the top you can see the formula. We have a plus, but the result is 500 is 700 minus 200 because the minus is here. I'm adding a negative number, so that's why it's subtracting. Okay, and now I only have to extend this cell downwards and I'm gonna get all the next balances. Okay, to extend this result, this cell downwards, and to extend therefore the formula, look at this cross, this white, thick and white cross. When I get it near the corner of this cell, here it becomes thinner and black. Then is when I have to click with the mouse and drag it down. Now release. Oops, I made a mistake here. No, it wasn't a mistake. It's that this figure was too big and it didn't come up. When that happens, okay, when you have this on some of the cells, it's because the number there is too big and it doesn't fit in the cell. So what do? You come up here, look at the arrow, it becomes a double arrow, double click, and the cells adjust to that. Okay, so here I have all the balances. I can see that I have had a negative balance here on the 26th and on the 27th. Okay, I had negative balances. Remember that the meaning of that was that I owe money to the bank. Okay, I'm gonna put here the borders, this border here, and this is the final balance. Okay, $1,789 euros and 55 cents. Okay, that's the final balance after I have my paycheck. This is the final balance. Okay, so this is how you do a bank statement with a spreadsheet. So you have to do it. Now this same bank statement, you have to replicate it with your spreadsheet and send it to me. Okay, how do you send this to me? This is what you do. Now you close the spreadsheet. Okay, close. It's gonna say if you wanna save the worksheet, the spreadsheet, you say save, guardar, and now you go to the platform, to Entorno Educativo, go to your course, go to Unit 4, Fractions and Decimals, and here this is Activity A20, Bank Statement with Spreadsheet. Click there, click on Bank Statement with Spreadsheet, and here you have Add Submission. If you have it in Spanish, it will say Añadir entrega. In English, Add Submission. Click, but you should have it in English, not in Spanish. Okay, click there, and now here it says you can drag and drop files here to add them. So what do? You have to minimize this. Okay, and now I'm going to find here is my bank statement. My bank statement is here, and I'm gonna drag the bank statement and drop. Okay, so the bank statement is there. And now you just go click here, save changes, and it will upload that. It will upload that to the here to the platform. Okay. Well, I don't want to upload it, so I'm gonna say here remove submission. But you just when you do this, you are done. If later, before the due date expires, you want to change your submission, you can edit submission here, okay? If you want to change your submission, but if you don't want to change, you are done. This is all, okay? So that's all. So now you have to do it yourselves.